Who invented the toilet? What if I told you one of the greatest inventions in human history is something you use every single day, but almost never think about? Not the wheel. Not electricity. Not even the internet. I'm talking about the toilet. It doesn't make you richer. It doesn't make you famous. But if toilets disappeared tomorrow, civilization would fall apart faster than you could say, "I really need to go." So, who actually invented the toilet? The answer isn't as simple as you might think. Let's travel back about 5,000 years. There were no bathrooms. No plumbing. No toilet paper. Just people trying not to step in someone else's problem. As villages grew into cities, human waste became more than an inconvenience. It became a deadly threat. Without a way to remove it, disease spread quickly. Entire communities could become dangerously unhealthy. People didn't invent toilets because they wanted comfort. They invented them because they needed to survive. The earliest known toilets appeared in the Indus Valley Civilization around 2600 BC. And here's the surprising part: many homes already had their own private toilets. Not only that, they were connected to covered brick drains running beneath the streets. Think about that for a second. More than 4,000 years ago, people were flushing waste into a city-wide drainage system, while many cities thousands of years later still dumped waste directly into the streets. That's not primitive. That's impressive. Around the same time, the ancient Egyptians built simple stone toilet seats. Meanwhile, the Minoans on the island of Crete developed one of the world's earliest flushing toilets. Yes, a flushing toilet. Over 3,500 years ago, gravity carried water through pipes, washing waste away. Ancient engineering was far more advanced than most people imagine. But here's where the story takes an unexpected turn. After the fall of many ancient civilizations, Europe actually went backward. Indoor plumbing disappeared. People often emptied chamber pots directly into the streets. Imagine walking outside and suddenly hearing someone yell, "Heads up!" That wasn't always friendly advice. Let's just say, you definitely didn't want to be standing underneath a window. Everything changed in 1596. An English inventor named Sir John Harington designed a toilet that used water to flush waste away. He even built one for Queen Elizabeth I. Sounds like the modern toilet had finally arrived. Except it didn't. His invention was expensive, unreliable, and most people ignored it. Sometimes, being ahead of your time means nobody notices. Nearly 200 years later, another English inventor, Alexander Cumming, solved one small problem that changed everything. He invented the S-shaped trap. It held a small amount of water inside the pipe, blocking foul sewer gases from coming back into people's homes. Simple. Brilliant. And still used in almost every modern toilet today. Sometimes, history isn't changed by the biggest invention. It's changed by the smallest detail. Today, more than 4 billion people use toilets every day. Most of us press a button, flush, and never think about what happens next. But behind that simple flush lies a story thousands of years in the making. A story of engineers, inventors, and entire civilizations, all trying to solve the same very human problem. So, who invented the toilet? The truth is, no single person did. It evolved over thousands of years, one brilliant idea at a time. And honestly, that's probably the greatest thing anyone has ever done without wanting their name associated with it. Now that's a legacy worth sitting on.